is er ook.
We zijn online, hè.
Oei. Ah fuck, ik heb me ontbeten. Niet jij. Mijn Frank valt nu pas. Met al die stress.
Misschien moet jij, als jij kunt, de link even sturen naar Zwift.
Ja. Good morning, YouTube.
You have a family, I have a family.
You have family, I have family. You know? Je kanaal? 13 kijkers alreeds.
13!
Ja.
Ja. En als jij nu toch wel met al zei, kun je misschien een Discord link maken.
Ja.
Weet je wat ik doe?
Op Discord, nee.
Of zo?
Wacht, ik moet even terug naar Yumi.
Wat?
Even terug naar Yumi. Ik ben bij Yumi aan het fietsen. Wij zijn een local community. Voxnors social group. So shine bright tonight, you and I. Victoria's Secret, Victoria's Song, Victoria 3. Nee. Ah, Tim Kopp is already there. Big fan of the channel. Het is een beetje gelijk Philip Lloyd in the beginning. We never see Philip Lloyd anymore. It's a shame. I've got a question for those who are watching. How's the sound? How are the fans? Not too much interference? Sounds perfect. Nice. Thank you. Ah ja. Ik was op YouTube aan het kijken, hè. Ja, Tim, Maurits says that sound is perfect and you say sound is okay. I'd like to know what it is. Hè? Ah, thank you for the feedback, Tim. It's good feedback. Tim says The logos are shit. He didn't say it like that, but that's what he meant.
Why doesn't he like the logos?
Tim, why don't you like the logos? Okay, we'll think about fixing that with our logos. We'll have a thought about it. What cable is this? Can see the cable. Oh, okay.
Yeah, some of the cables are a bit
I thought
too short.
I thought the screen was cracked from the iPad already. I'm like, ah!
Je hebt naar Sippy gestuurd al?
I sent Discord link. Yeah, everything you asked for.
Okay.
For a quick pee pee. I don't crash.
Wait. We will get it better for Jeffke. I'm talking with Tim. Tim, you'll see Jeffke in the screen right away and you will like it more.
Weet je wat wel grappig is? Als wij tegen elkaar aan het babbelen zijn, dan kijken wij weg van elkaar denk ik op het scherm.
Nee?
Ah, je hebt daar het spiegelbeeld gezet of wat?
Ik heb dat gefixt.
Connection failure. Oh.
Hey!
Maar wat zijn verplaatst?
Wait. But now, yeah. Wait.
Ah, uw jeet die staat wel heel stil nou. Moet je mij ook zo stil zetten?
So that's not really working.
30 seconds, hè? 20 seconds. Wow, dat is echt heel verwarrend met die delay op je YouTube soms. Maybe say on Zwift that we take it easy in the start. Eh?
Okay. I don't know if my roller sound is any better now. We'll try to fix this later on. Maybe I'll have a small fix at the moment. this any better already?
Well, there's always a lot of retard. Eh?
Can you hear us well? I use with a lot of retard. Always a bit of stress to get ready for our session on Zwift.
Still a slight noise here. Maybe we can try and damper it for the next session, but I don't know yet how.
Nice sound behind. We also don't know how to fix that. Maybe it will fix itself, or that's what we hope.
We zullen een keer uitzetten en er gaan. That's what the IT guys always say. Is the cable cord in? Yes. The power cord in? Yes. Have you tried to shut it down and start it back up? Nope. Start with that. And not too fast, guys.
But we've also seen streams where the watts are not, like the video is not corresponding with the with Zwift. I think that's even worse. Okay. So, Tim, is it better like this? I can try to move up the watts on top of Jeffke, but I think it will interfere with like the kilometers to go. Yeah, we'll see. Normally Jeffke is also a little bit louder.
My volume, you mean?
Yeah. Anyways, you're louder.
Yeah, I've got a voice that carries. Eh? It's, take down the watts, Victor, because we're getting complaints already.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I'm in the middle of the bunch, trying to hold on.
How much calories do you eat on this kind of day?
Who's counting calories? I'm not. I just, you know, I've been a little bit ill. I've been a little bit sick. So I'm not going to go too long today. I'm only going to do, hey Jeffke, you know what I think is good? If you put the mics in the middle. Then if we talk to each other, we talk directly in the mic.
Okay, yeah. But not now.
Not now, because they will get big interference with the fans. You know, the fans.
And also with
I don't think so, because anyways when I talk, it's picking up both mics.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe it's better when we face them other direction.
Yeah.
So, what I wanted to say is, I don't want to overstress my body because I've been ill. I also only do the ride, nothing else today. And I just had a breakfast full of carbs, like 100 grams of oats, 30 grams of sugars, 30 grams of raisins, with some almond milk and some frozen mango, put it in the microwave. I don't know exactly, but I would guess it's about 120 to 150 grams of carbs, about 700 to 800 calories. That's not a lot, because I don't want too much grease in the morning. The grease will slow down my digestion. That's not what I want. I want fast digestion. After the ride again, I won't eat too much fats. And then when I recovered from my ride, I will have like all sources, lots of carbohydrate, protein, and also fats.
Hi. Okay. Because I was typing. Then my if I'm typing, my watts in the screen change to some people that are writing. Look, looking on the studio viewer.
Ah, yeah. Well, maybe if you write with companion, then
Yeah. Might make it easier, yeah. Gert, did you already make the Discord group?
Yeah.
Okay, you're using the link I posted.
I'm not in. I'm not yet in. Can you
Okay.
see if there are people in?
Ja, Seppe. Seppe is in.
Hey, for sure.
Can check it.
I'm using a wax chain on the indoor setup. Jeff is also doing that.
Only Seppe.
Keeps it nice and clean. Keeps the setup nice and clean. There's no rain. I would say the only disadvantage about waxing is it doesn't cope as well with rain as a thick oil, a very thick lubricant might get you more easy through the rainy days without feeling your bike. But yeah, I still prefer wax because I want to keep my bike clean at all times. And indoors, for sure ride waxed. The first ride, just get your vacuum cleaner on, get it to your bike because there are a lot of particles of the wax falling off in the beginning. So just get that cleaned. And then for the rest, I would say you can do about 50 hours on Zwift with the same chain. It's very good conditions. And then you wax it again, which doesn't take any time at all.
Sound is worse now.
Maybe the sound was worse because I was not talking directly into the mic, which I am doing now. Is this better?
We got directions to ride up easy here from Kiss. So maybe try not to drop anyone.
So I would not recommend, if you saved a lot of money to get this super good bike, I would not recommend to use it on the rollers. So like this, the sound is maybe better, but you see my nice mic into the screen. No, if you can, get another bike to set up on Zwift. That's also what Jeffke did. He got the old bike from my dad, more or less the same size. He trusted me in setting up the bike at the same dimensions. So he has really Zwift bike, only made for Zwift. He has a 10-speed Campagnolo setup, but you don't need too much gears on Zwift, as you only run trainer difficulty at 50%.
I did drop my chain on Tuesday in the sprint.
Yeah?
Yeah,
In front?
yeah, I was doing ZRL, and yeah, I was really cooked in the final sprint. So I sprinted like, I don't know, big chainring, and then on the cassette very much to the left, and the chain fell off to the small ring. So maybe we just
I think it's better
take it off.
to set your bike up with a chain catcher.
Oh yeah. A lot of complaints.
Yeah, if you see me, I'm not at all in the front. I'm just trying not to get behind gaps, but we're stretched out. So take it easy, guys. Take it easy. Or group behind me. I would say group behind, not behind, just stay with me. Jeffken and me, we are close together. Stay with Jeffken and me.
Alex, Victor is not doing ZRL, but he's there's a Zwift series, a Zwift racing series that's powered by Kiss. Every Tuesday at 12 Central Eastern European time, so you can join there if you want to race Victor. If you want to watch these races that Victor is doing, they will also be streamed on this channel, so you can also just watch them on the channel.
Hey, you know what's interesting, Jeffke?
Yeah. No.
As there are no complaints about the sound, I'm quite sure that just my camera is a lot faster than your camera. You know what I want to say? Otherwise, if my Yeti would be behind, we have double sound.
Oh yeah.
So, we have two different cameras. Maybe we should get the same cameras to get a better setup. I don't know if is anybody watching that wants to supply us with an Insta360 camera. You know, George,
Downhill.
30 bananas a day, 50 bananas a day. You know that YouTube profile? You know it, Jeffke?
Durian rider.
Yep. Durian rider back in the days. I think it was 30 bananas a day. He just had a massive blender, blending bananas all the time. Just staying high on the carbs.
Potassium, you know, it's very important.
I think it's very smart of Durian.
Yeah. I think that's maybe smart, but he's also doing a lot of stupid stuff.
Yeah. But you know, maybe you wanted to blend some durian. Does anybody of you know what durian is? Maybe you just wanted to blend heaps of durian, but
Smells
you didn't have the money. Because durian is fucking, sorry, it's
super expensive.
super expensive. It's expensive durian. I can tell you, because I bought it. And I eat it.
Maybe it wasn't the season, and that's why it was expensive.
Ah, but anyways, it's expensive. I know you don't trust me, Jeffke, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
Hey, Martin, the gear I'm riding now, we're slightly uphill. I'm riding 58. I would say 23. 58, 23. Try to stick at a cadence of about 100, but I'm not succeeding, I'm just below. The frituur. We all like frietjes van de frituur. In Javert-les-Bains, they have the frituur. You think it's hosted by the Asian people? Because they cannot say frituur, frituur.
You also got Kelly, and the other one.
Oh, Marijke, hou me dan vast. So we have the frituur. It's actually a nice frituur, but it's not so good for the digestion. All the fat slows down the digestion, and we want to spike the blood with sugar. Get the sugar high all the time because you're ready to party when you have sugar in the blood. And we want to party at all times. Who likes to party? Thumbs up if you like to party.
Thumbs up if you have a little party yesterday. Thumbs up if you send me a text at 5 o'clock, I'm just leaving the club and I'm not joining the ride.
Hey Martin, you want to get faster in sprints and improve your time trial? Choose one of it. One of the two. It's not the best. You need to be very good in one thing and don't try to overlap too much. Choose what your favorite, what you think you're best at, and then come again with your question, Martin, and we will give you a very deeply and analytic answer.
I think
Jeff is a coach.
I think we're about 150, 140, 150 in the first bunch.
Bunch split?
Huh?
Is bunch split?
Yeah, bunch is split. But I don't see...
Get to the front and rotate.
There's a gap, there's a gap! Close the gap, close the gap! No, but I don't see how far the others are behind. It's not showing up on my screen, so... But I know...
No Discord people?
No Discord, no. I think we need to publish it more on your socials. That there's gonna be a Discord because Right now, no one's there. I think... Jeffke, uw naam op Zwift, wat is dit? Om u terug te vinden. Just my name. Jeff
Say
van
my name.
Meirage. And then in between brackets Bataya, but I don't think you need to put it in. I think it's just enough to just type Jeff van Meirage. If you don't find it, go to the people who Victor is following on Zwift. And then I think he's gentleman enough to follow me on Zwift. Not sure. Ah, Jort, you're also in the ride. Okay. I thought you were a couch potato. Yeah, once you're dropped on Zwift, it's easy. It's not easy to get back on, but I think if you check it out, I have now 230 average to follow. I'm 75 kilos, so yeah, it's 3 watts per kilo. That's in between what this group should be, I think. At the upper limit maybe, but what's your most?
I'm about at 3 watts per kilogram.
But we already had the hardest part of the course, and now it's flat all the way. So for the remainder of the lap, so it will drop. Where do you love to go on training camp, Victor?
It's quite hard to say, I would say. Close by, easy destination is Mallorca. It's not easy to go with a team because it's an island. But if you could take anyways your bike on the plane, Mallorca is great. But watch out, it's slippery. Next to that, I think the best experience was Namibia. Not for training, it's actually very boring training there, but just, you're isolated from Europe and it's just Jeffke, me and Dentipe there in Namibia in a house. And then we have Gaster supporting us. Everybody loves Gaster.
Yeah, man.
Gaster, are you in the ride? Are you here?
Or are you on the stream? I don't think so, because I follow him on Zwift, and there was only one guy who I follow on Zwift that was in the ride.
And that's me, probably.
That's you.
Oh, internet failure.
That's shit, eh? Also dropouts on Zwift. So you have to make sure that there's no cables between your power meter and your recording device. If there's cables in between, you get a lot of failures.
Looks like my power meter is doing quite well.
There's no cables in between. Oh yeah, okay, there's a lot of
There
cables.
is the receiver.
Okay.
But also
It's a really strong receiver.
We noticed that the Zwift got so much better in the not having dropouts.
Yeah. I think also maybe it's because if you have a dropout, they just relay the last 3 seconds, or they relay 3 seconds of what you last pushed. And if you then have a dropout, it doesn't matter because your avatar keeps going. Not sure. Maybe it's just my pedals. That's possible too.
Martin, if you want to be a cyclist and you're at 70 kilograms, I don't know what your height is, but it seems like a very good weight for a cyclist. You know, a very good general weight to be capable of riding good on a lot of parcourses. I am quite sure if you would gain 10 kilograms of muscle mass, you will get slower uphill. I say I'm quite sure, I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, 80 kilograms is quite a lot to get a good weight. What's to weight ratio? And why do you want to do that? Maybe, you know, I also want to have some muscle weight in the chest to be on the beach in summer and be very attractive. But you know, I trust on my other looks to be attractive. No, if you want to gain weight on your chest, no way you will become a better cyclist.
Unless you want to be a track rider. Eh? You want to be a track rider?
Yeah, if you want to be a track sprinter, aim for 100 kilograms, pure muscle mass.
If it's either if it's functional or not functional, just look epic, man.
Like Fosterman. He looks great.
That
Actually, we just want to look like Fosterman.
Will you fit a higher gear for next year's omloop?
Actually, I'm thinking about it, eh? But you would think it's a higher gear, but it's not actually a higher gear. I want to get a massive big ring in front and get a 13 as my smallest sprocket to have more chain efficiency, drivetrain efficiency. 11, 12, also 13 actually are not efficient. Your chain is bending too much. The worst thing you can do is go to SRAM and ride with a 10. It's very inefficient. But still some obstacles on the way. But keep watching, maybe keep on the channel, and we will get to that soon. Also, we are thinking about making a video about your crank length.
Oh, you didn't do that already?
Nope.
Huh.
Because
You've been thinking about it for a long time. Eh?
I recently changed to shorter cranks, 165. I'm also a small midget.
How was your experience with changing to the smaller? Because I know when we changed, but I don't.
I'm very happy about it.
Feedback.
It's so easy. Like now, I'm spinning over 100 RPM without even really trying. And I know for the change I made from 170 to 165 to keep the same power output with the same force I'm applying, I only have to add 3 rotations every minute, and that I'm easily doing. I'm quite positive it is because I'm always pushing in a more suitable angle.
Trying to type something on Zwift. It's not easy. I'm dyslexic, and riding without mistakes when there's no oxygen in my brain, it's really hard.
But also, I have to say, Jeff, what you think? People are more active
Yeah,
in the chat.
I think
We are both dyslexic. So that's why it's just hard for us to read all the questions. But we want to answer all the questions. Like this question about food on the rest day. It's an interesting question. Just make sure you eat heaps on your training days. Don't try to count the calories. If you're trying to count calories, it's just a good tool to learn what nutrients are in what kind of food. But just go with the flow. And if you train a lot, you have to eat as much as your body can fit. And this will boost your metabolism. And by boosting your metabolism, you will be able to burn more sugars during exercise. Because you burn more sugars during exercise, you will get faster. If you want to be a Grand Tour stage winner, things get more complicated. But if you just want to win one-day races or
Your local.
maybe a triathlon, what do you think, Jeff? Triathlon, it's I think
Ah,
you have to
triathlon
carve-
is just eat. I think especially swimming and running, you're burning so many calories. You know, on the bike to do 1,000 calories per hour. To burn 1,000 calories per hour, you have to do 250 watts average. It's hard, eh? But to burn 1,000 calories in the pool, or to burn 1,000 calories while running, because you have to bear your own weight, it's much easier. So
Yeah, but when you swim, the water carries your weight.
yeah, but then you're using so many muscle groups in the big muscle groups in your back.
Or you know, like assuming everybody has the same lack of swimming technique as you have.
Yeah. All triathletes have the same problem with swimming as I have. Oh, that's a good question from Kururke. Kururke69 is on the chat. Yeah, he's got good question. I think asking for a friend is not true. I think he's asking it for himself. He's yeah.
So how do you deal with all the fangirls when you're a successful cyclist? You know, there are many of them. But you're in a stable relationship. You know, it's very easy when you're very in love. And if you feel temptation to go with those girls that are there, I don't know how to say it, we call it nadarsletjes, drangheksletjes. They are hanging, you know, from the fences behind the road. They hang over and they cheer with some, you know,
Cleavage.
If you would look from the back, you might see a box gap. But just stay away from them, you know. They won't get you any better, won't make you any more happy. And you know what you have at home. I'm very happy with what I have at home. Jeff can also, and you want to look to the future and think about what your possibilities there are in your relationship. That's my advice.
At least if you're 30 years old. If you're under 30 years old, different advice.
I would say birth year 95.
Huh?
Where our friend, which birthday year does he have?
2000.
No, another friend.
Another friend. Another friend. Kururke?
No, another friend.
I don't
A
know.
good pro cyclist that we can't say his name on the internet.
I don't know. Don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so Rachel.
Wait. Yeah. Rachel, that's interesting. My question to you is, how do you ride on Zwift when you're blind? Is it like with the Zwift anyways has a setup, an option to get voice information during the ride?
Have most of it. Oh, that's really cool, eh?
Yeah, that's really cool. Anyways, I already have this small project in mind that one day, which was not possible this year due to the points chase, which probably everybody was very aware of. But I want to go to the UK for some hill climbing at the end of the season, September, October, and would be cool. Maybe we can find a moment at that time. I don't know if there are a lot of 10 miles at the end of the year during the hill climb season.
Are you gonna start at the cyclocrossing out? I know that was also one of your projects.
Stan, I think Stan is actually asking if I'm going as a spectator.
Yeah, but I know what he's asking,
But it was one of my projects to ride the Cyclocross of Gavre because it's in my backyard. The more silly thing about it, it's in somebody's backyard. It's not in my backyard, my actual backyard. I can have a look at it from my kitchen basically, but it's not my backyard, and so it's not really possible to go out and ride on the parcours. And what really made it difficult is it's a World Cup this year, and I'm quite sure there are more, a few cyclists, cyclocross cyclists in Belgium that have more right to be there than me. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, I think so too. I think cyclocross is a really small community, even in Belgium, where you have, I think, like 50% of the cyclocross riders that are world top are Belgian. So I think maybe if you were in another country, you wouldn't be as motivated to do it, but because it's not in your backyard then. But I think if you were Spanish and you had a race in your backyard, you would be. It would be much easier to get in selection, and also like for yourself not to feel bad that you were in the selection. But I think follow up for Miss Elliot. Miss Elliot. But it's very hard, but used Zwift before. I went blind 4 years ago. It's good.
Maybe you need a television like Jeff has on his job.
Oh yeah, we have
It would be very good.
massive television. It's
Or-
like 2 meters across.
Yeah. Or do you just get the settings that the power is visible more big? I also think you can do this with source for Strava. Just get your power as big as you want. But anyways, I would like to do a project like that. I think people like these things. Just the viewers of the channel, let us know what you think about it. Would it be cool to have a video, a YouTube video, or like a YouTube series that's about Rachel and me smashing this 10-mile record?
So the guy who wants to gain goes from 70 to 80 would have 10% body fat when he's 80. I would have. Will I be able to ride like Wout van Aert? Ooh, man, I can answer that question even for you. No one is able to ride like Wout van Aert.
And also
No one.
Wout van Aert is not 80 kilograms. Wout van Aert is much leaner. I would say he's maximum 75, and he's not even close to 10% of body fat. Maybe now at this moment, because you know Wout, he's the master of weight changes. He can gain a lot of weight because it's very healthy for him. And we have to be honest, when he's a bit more heavy, he can still win cyclocross races. So no problem.
Yeah, it's better in the winter, eh? Like old times, you know, in the winter you had to be a little bit fat. Eh? Oh, yeah, you can't see it, but my tonne is bigger than Victor's.
You need to have some power, you know. It's actually good for your resistance, your hormones, things like that. If you want to go out and have a beer, your tonne, your belly might help you to be more strong in handling more beers, and then you can be the hero of the night. Eh? Those are the heroes that can handle the most beers.
Yeah, bro.
If I go back to triathlon, of course, man, Jeffkin has a sub 9 hour Ironman PB, you know.
8:30 is well below 9.
Yeah,
well
yeah,
below
yeah.
9. Well
Yeah,
below
yeah,
9.
yeah. So of course it's a must do for me to keep Jeffkin's triathlon PB. Just needs to happen. It will be hard because I have one problem. I can't run. I'm always injured. I have always injuries. I can't run. What is it? Which movie? I can't lie. You don't know?
I don't know the movie, but I do know the actor. It's Jim Carrey.
It's Jim Carrey. I can't lie.
I don't know the movie.
Liar, liar. Easy.
Hi, Dave. Dave is the guy from KISS we're in contact
Dave.
with. Dave!
Hey, Dave.
Sorry, Dave.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. What do we do with this massive rush to the finish line? Everybody's
In a hurry.
in a hurry, yeah. We need 2 hours 30 and they're going too fast. Slow down, slow down. Please slow down. I'm too tired to actually get some communication going, Dave. I should have like voice controlled communication. Actually, how cool would it be if this ride, everybody that joins this ride can just listen to my voice on Zwift? Hey, then they can ask questions in the Zwift chat, and we just have Jeffkin and me live on Zwift. And then next level, if you have a strong computer, we are also there.
If you are a strong computer.
If you have a strong computer, you can also see us live on Zwift.
I'm a really strong computer. I do really complicated computations in my head. I'm a really strong computer. So Victor, for road cycling, it's bad to gain too much muscle.
I can tell you that Arnold Schwarzenegger will be dropped by my girlfriend uphill. You know, there's always a ratio weight to power. If you gain weight, you will get more power. But if you want to get uphill, you need to find this best ratio. And I think uphill, it will be somewhere about 60 kilograms. But in the pro peloton, if you're 60 kilograms, you will struggle on the flats, on the echelons. Good riders can handle it. But anyways, they won't be super strong on the flat. So that's why I say 70 is a very good all-around weight. And it's a bit like power. How is power calculated? Your power output is actually the momentum you create with your crank. So actually the power you create with your crank multiplied by the rotations you do every minute. So if you push very hard with a low cadence, you can get a high power. Or if you push you just stroke the pedals with 200 cadence, you get a high power. But no one...
Same in running, eh?
It's complicated. So no one will be able to get its maximum power output at 200 RPM. Maybe you can make yourself the most efficient at 200 RPM if you work on that for years. But you won't produce as much power if you work on an optimum cadence between 80 and 110. That's just natural sense that this is it's just proven that for 99% of the people their optimum cadence is between 80 and 110.
Minus 60.
Also, if you see very good riders like Remco and Wout, they have a high optimal cadence, but with power at RPM of 50, you can never overrule your best performance at 90 RPM.
So we got also a question from Discord. What's your feeling on not being World Tour or highest level? They change names every year. So now Pro Conti now is Pro Tour.
Doing it, can you hear us now?
I told him the answer would be on YouTube live stream, and we're doing Discord audio next week.
Yeah. So a lot of people in the street, my neighbor, anybody that I see will ask me about, hey, you're not World Tour anymore. Are you okay? Don't you cry every night? Will you lose your job? Will you be able to ride 40k an hour?
To pay rent?
Yeah, those things. And then I answer them, you won't see a single thing change. No one will notice.
Only for the better.
Only for the?
For the better. Changes for the better. Because you can more easily pick out races where you're gonna ride and races where you're not gonna ride.
Yeah, indeed. It's only beneficial for us, but it's just a big media thing. I don't know who created it, probably Bram van de Capelle. But we can ride every single race. We can ride the Giro, we can ride the Tour, we can ride the Vuelta, we can ride San Remo, we can ride Flanders, we can ride Roubaix, we can ride Amstel, we can ride Liège, we can ride Lombardia. Do I miss out on a classic? I don't think so.
Don't think so, man. All races
we ride them all. But what we also can do is we can ride Baskeland. But Baskeland, I've been there. And it's a crazy race. If you go there, you come back and no one even knew in Belgium you've been there. As we all have mainly Belgium sponsors. It's important that it's picked up in the press in Belgium, but nobody knows in Belgium about Tour of Basque, Pays Basque. But it's an incredibly hard race. It's actually like the last 150 Ks of Liège every day for a week in a row, with riders going uphill. You've never seen something like that before. So you don't even get points, you don't get results. When you come back, you didn't do anything significant, but you're tired, very tired, so we don't go to Basque. That's a massive advantage for our riders that do the Wallon Classics. Massive advantage.
I think this is a nice question. You know, just take everyone through a week of training for you. But
what's my favorite beer is also a question.
Oh yeah, your favorite beer, but that's easy to answer. Alright, that's a short one.
Let's try or what? Best joke ever. No?
Joke.
I don't drink beer.
Joke.
What's my favorite beer? You know, whatever they give me. No,
Whatever's on tap is good.
if I'm in a bar, in a very rare occasion that I'm in a bar, and then even in the more rare occasion that I would be in a bar drinking alcoholic drinks, I would drink Duvel. Also, good thing about Duvel is you can get it all over the world. Everywhere in the world they sell Duvel because it's a famous Belgian beer.
What? On YouTube you put the reclame on or not?
Actually not sure because it was not able to adjust that from OBS, so I just went with whatever I could do on OBS. It's off?
I don't know.
Sorry,
I can't find it on the...
I don't think so because you didn't see any commercial.
Oh no, I didn't see any commercial when I started. It's true.
So probably we have to put on some commercials because that's Jeffken's payment. You know, he's always on these rollers. He's always there.
Did you get rich?
But who pays Jeffke? It's YouTube. It's you watching our channel. Just by watching our channel, you're sponsoring Jeffke. That's how we do it. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This will make Jeffke rich and get him motivated to create some more content.
Money is my main motivator in life, so I don't
For
care
money,
about anything.
for money, dance the beer.
Yes, and I'm a beer. I'm not a bang bang champion. I'm a beer.
Hey, Mita. Mita is a difficult name, man, to pronounce. I know it's hard to type while riding, but you can get into the Discord.
Yeah, but that's not working yet. We'll do that next week.
Is it not working?
No, it's working, but it's only the audio is not on.
So we will get into the Discord chat.
Well, Brick Morales is one of our usual suspects on Tuesday for my racing team on ZRL.
Yeah. Blitzke, hey. Okay, especially for you, we make Jeffke smaller. We can all do this, you know. We have the stream deck. Okay, we can get Jeffke big in the screen again. Eh? You see, we are a cyclist, but we try to get along with the computer. Eh?
So I like the question we had earlier. It's not in screen anymore, but like a typical training week, because I know on Tuesday you're racing on Zwift. I know on Saturday I also have to be here at before 10 to get this ride in. But what about the other days? You're doing anything on the other days, or you're just taking it easy?
We're on the channel and we are honest about everything. I just was ill, so I didn't do anything. If you're ill, if there's a virus in your body, don't push your body. Give your body the time to recover from the illness, to make antibodies, to counter the virus. That's what you should do. Otherwise, you won't make any performance at all. So this week, I won't tell you about.
We almost have a speed break, eh?
Yeah.
At the top.
Maybe we have to jump. But I'll tell you soon how long that's the banner. So, Jeffken and me are going to have a small jump to the front because we need to have a pre-break.
Speed break. Oh, there's 34 riders in the front.
Now we have Jeffken back.
Yep.
He
I'm
just
back.
had a small sip of his bottle.
Me and Victor are in the back. He's up front. Tell him to ease up. Gonna try to make the front ease up because we're dropped. We're on the wrecker, on the elastic band.
Okay, we're back. I hope we didn't lose too much viewers on the channel.
Oh, we're still at 60.
60 people watching. We need to get it up to 100, eh? Say it to your parents, or to your children, to your friends, or to your family. Maybe just get a second device logged into YouTube with another account, just to get us motivated. Yeah. So, what about a normal
Training week. Week of training.
normal week of training is, I would say, I would guide you through my week at this moment. Next week, at Monday, easy day. I'll get up early. I'll ride to the city of Ghent.
Sorry.
I'll ride to the city of Ghent. My girlfriend works there, so she joins me. It's a 20-kilometer ride. I go to the physio and I'll do some hard exercises.
She joins you to the physio?
No, but she It's not too far from her.
Yeah.
You know, I go to Ghent now, not anymore to Waregem.
Yeah, I know, squat.
Yep. Squat. So on Monday, easy ride up and down to the physio. With the physio, I'll work about 90 minutes, and it's hard work. I come back home, I'll get to the shop, get some food to get me halfway the week. In the night I'll do some stretching, but I keep it nice and easy. On Tuesday, I'll get up, I'll have a breakfast, strong breakfast, because there's a race coming up. I'll walk the dog and I'll do some activation because the race is just at 12 a.m. to make it possible for everybody around the world to join. Not everybody, but also the people in the US. Just make it possible for everybody. During the race, I will do some specific work that's suitable for the race. That's why we have this collaboration with KISS that gives us the option to ask for the parcours that is suitable for my training. Like next Tuesday, we will do 5 times 1 minute all out, and I think it's on the Zwift KOM, Watopia KOM.
Yeah.
That's very suitable.
How fast do you think you can go up there?
I have no clue, but I hope to be about 9 watts per kilogram of that KOM.
I think 1 minute 30, 15, 1 minute 50.
So we'll see. And then in the afternoon, I get on the rollers again, or maybe the weather is good, and I do another 2-hour ride. Not too easy, just a little bit faster than the pace we're doing at this moment. So I end up with a good 4 hours in total. The day after, on Wednesday, I go out for an easy ride, a longer easy ride. Thursday, the day after, it's a very easy day, depending on what's in the week. I might go for a small run, something like that. Friday, again to the physio, but after the physio, I continue a bit, so I have about 3 hours in total. And then Saturday, it's our Saturday group ride. I go for an early run in the morning with the dog. I'll have some core stability, about 30 minutes, with some focus on the hamstrings. And then afterwards, I hop on this ride, 100 Ks. I might continue for an hour more, so I end up with 3 hours 30, something like that. And then in the afternoon I just chill. I might go to a bar, something like that. And nothing crazy. I still want to be at bed at midnight. Sunday I have the day off, and this is how like a week in November looks like for a pro rider. It's nothing special, it's very easy, but we need to build up. It's not 30 hours on the bike a week. This is for the end of January, beginning of February.
I turned off my mic because it's echoing currently.
It's echoing.
I don't know why, but some guy said it.
That's not good.
I don't know why, but maybe because I'm set upright, I don't know.
Jord, good 4 hours, man. Sub 130, I think it's not too hard to go sub 130, as it is an all-out effort. I'll just go all in, and it will be nearly impossible to win the race, because guys that try to win the race like Jeffke, they just sit in, they hang on,
Just be lazy, bro.
and they go all out the last one. But I'm quite sure that the first repetition I'll do is the fastest. I want to produce the biggest amount of lactate as possible to trigger my system as much as possible.
And if the first one is too long, the second one you can do like you did on the week before. Drop in the bottom, sprint across.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Like if you drop at the bottom and sprint across to make the effort shorter
Yeah.
if necessary.
Sure, I'll do that. Indeed, we want to keep it polarized. What about weightlifting? Weightlifting is beneficial. There are studies that show that weightlifting is beneficial, but it's only about max power. That's like 3 times 3 repetitions with the biggest weight you can handle, and this makes your body very sore, can create a lot of muscle damage. You want muscle damage to get stronger afterwards, but this is too hard to implement in a in a balanced training schedule. That's why I don't do weight training. Also, halfway December, we'll add an extra hard workout. So we have 2 very polarized workouts every week, sorry. And then the rest of it is easy riding, like today, and then some core stability. And I can tell you, it's sometimes quite intense, that core stability. Like, I call it core stability, but some of the work really gets onto your glutes and your hamstrings, get it working to stabilize the body. Football, it's some kind of way it's good to get some extra density in your bones. Strong and healthy bones are beneficial to make red blood cells. I don't think a lot of people know that. That's why a lot of cyclists run. And it will help you develop your body in a 3-dimensional way. Get a lot of side movements. But if you're not used to it like me, it will be quite hard not to get injuries. So if you enjoy playing football, for sure it's a good workout at this moment of the year. You like football, Jeff?
My answer would be different because I coach an athlete who played some football last year, and he's only now getting back on the bike. So he got an injury playing football, and it took him 2 operations and a lot of how do you say it? Yeah. Not rehab, because that's when you drink too much.
Revalidation.
Revalidation, yeah.
Correct.
To get back on track. So yeah, and he was playing football every weekend also. So it was not a one-time thing he got injured from. I'd be I'd rather, if you want the benefits of bone density, I'd rather refer to just running, you know, because it's non-contact, not a contact sport. So it's also if you want to enjoy the social benefits, you can go out with a run with a group.
Yeah, but I think soccer can also be very beneficial social, no?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but
if you're a pro athlete, no chance you would consider doing that. Chances are too big to get injured. If you get an injury in November, you just don't want that. I've been ill for about 5 days. For sure, I was not happy with that. This gives me 5 days of setback on my opponents.
yeah, we're pretty fast today on Zwift again, even though it's a lumpier course than last week. It's still we're still on 2 hours 30, 2 hours 25 finish time.
No, I was not at the party of Ilio Keijsen. I was not invited.
Thanks, Ilio.
Hey, next to that, are we echoing now? Are there any problems with echoing? And
Echoing.
are your ears bleeding when we talk? Or do you think the volume is quite okay? We can adjust anything, but we're quite a set of noobs to this. If you want to give us a compliment about how well we did this setup, just for the people that are very new to IT, just give us a thumbs up.
Does anyone know what an Audax? 100-kilometer Audax. Anyone know on YouTube, anyone know what Audax means? Because I see it on Zwift Power also sometimes on the website.
Hey, Migueltje, maybe anyone, we can do a song later on, but anyone has some advice to make the stream better? Earlier on in the chat, we get some advice that the logos are not nice, that we need to get the logos off. I just don't want to have any, how to say, that people don't know who is. So this is why we put the logos on. I think maybe it's better to get Jeff's watch on top of his head. What you think about that, or does it maybe get too messy at that area if you do it like that? Just say us what you think.
What? It's a ride where you ride around on all bikes and get your car stemmed traditional English. Well, okay. How can you do that on Zwift? How is that even possible? Can you get an old bike on Zwift?
Audax or BRM? What's that?
I don't know. No idea. It's like a sportive but emphasizing. Ah, okay. Yeah, because on Zwift Power you also see like Audax 300 kilometers, and then there's only 5 people there, and then I think like, what the hell are these guys doing riding 300 kilometers on Zwift with 5 people? That's crazy.
Just races.
Oh,
You should better join the Voxner Racing Series. They are with the live stream. And when you do a good attack, for sure we'll mention you. They are meant to be great and successful. If you want to be successful on Zwift, better be there. How do I communicate with my motor paces?
Oh, we have a video about that.
Yeah, there's the video. It's on YouTube.
It's
called-
pro cyclists risk their lives.
Yeah, indeed. But I think it's their knee, not their beat race. But anyways, I don't often do it, and it's just difficult to communicate. So yeah, that's about it. Where are the questions? People are slowing down with the questions.
Yeah, it was a good question before. CDA average. Your CDA, I think you can disclose, right? But it's always, where did you measure the CDA? And
Yeah. But anyways, I would say what my advantage as a time trialist was, an advantage that I don't have at this moment anymore. I had a good CDA, very good but not exceptional. But I did so much work on my time trial bike that I succeeded in holding my CDA that we tested on the track, tested in the wind tunnel, and I holded it towards the whole race. Some sections when there's not too much wind, the surface is good, you can count or you can calculate CDA in race. And for me this was always very good. That's very important in time trialing. If you go to the track, which I think is the best way to calculate your CDA, because it's closest to real life and still in normalized circumstances. And you can do a magnificent intergalactic CDA, but you can't hold it for 5 minutes. There's no use with that. So
Aerotech.
your head is behind the watch.
CDA, low CDA. Low CDA.
So yeah, you want to have a CDA that you can handle. Lately, I've been called a ginger, a fat ginger. Ginger got souls. Who knows the video about ginger got souls?
The snacks for this ride, Mitch. Snacks for this ride is just some bottles of isotonic drinks.
Bottles.
Popping bottles in the pain cave.
But it's full of carbs. Not full of carbs. We answered this question in the last ride. But what I still wanted to ask you, Jeffke, it seems like the YouTube rides, they not really pop on to the YouTube feed, the live rides.
Huh?
It's not so easy to find the live YouTube rides back to relive them on the YouTube feed.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, that's because they're in if you go to content and then you go to live. So yeah, it's not easy to find them. That's true. I can see if we can take care of that.
But we answered this also in the last one. So this is 8% of osmolarity. Is still isotonic. It's on the border. Maybe you would say 6% is better. That's true. But this just makes life easy. Because we're just drinking. Only drinks. We drink 1 liter every hour. That's 80 grams of carbs. We don't want to get too crazy on the salt. because this is training, this is workout, and we want to train the body to lose less salts. So for this reason, we don't exaggerate in salts now. So maybe we run low in salt, but our bodies will adapt.
For you, is this an easy ride, or what's the difference between an easy ride and targeting zone 2 for you? Do you use a 7-zone system, or?
If you would go hop onto Zwift, hop onto Strava, if you go onto my Strava, you'll see I hide nothing. All my powers are displayed, all my heart rate. If I have no
Why don't you have
rate,
a heart rate now?
What?
Why don't you have a heart rate now?
That's a good question. I don't know. It was working in the beginning, I think.
Do I have yours maybe? No.
So if I don't have heart rate on Strava or on Zwift, it's because I'm not wearing one. I mostly go on the field and I have 2 zones. It's easy or all out.
It's like top sport on training camp.
Yeah.
There were 2 zones.
Yeah,
all out and downhill.
but when I go all out, it's short intervals. I don't really go all out for a long time. So, you know, I have a high FTP, but not a massively high FTP, but just it's high compared to any recreational rider. For me, if I would do this ride in what's called zone 2, I would be cooked. I would really be cooked after this ride, and everybody would complain that I go too hard. And I'm honest, if I ride 4 hours like this, I'm tired. I'm hungry and tired. It's just for my cardiovascular system, maybe I can handle 270 watts for 4 hours, but the muscles will never be able to create this power for such a long time. They will be, of course. I think my 5-hour peak power is about 295 watts once in Lombardia, but you need a long recovery. And when you're training, the day after is training day again. So this is why. Yes, this is why.
You think the Aero fit? So we're now on training on breathing muscles or midriff.
Yeah, the Aero fit. I have to say, I was skeptical about it. I've been using for a long time power breath, and still the power breath, the mechanical system is way better than Aerofit. Way better. But the battery is bad. It's an old USB connection. After 6 months, you always have to connect it directly to the power current. There's no application to track your data. So I gave it a shot with the Aerofit, and the application is so motivating that I am now full on the Aerofit. I use the Aerofit at all times. It's so small, easy to take with you anywhere, and I just stick with the normal schedule that is advised.
You just use the schedule in the app?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Because
then it must be really good.
it's just, you want, your diaphragm is working 24/7. It's never shut down unless you die. So it's a very strong aerobic muscle, but you just want to get good control over your diaphragm. to get control of what's your diaphragm and what are your rib muscles, because your rib muscles, they are not efficient. Get a good control over that, and then if you can really well control it, you can easily or more easy hold threshold power, because you will be able to take Is that annoying? You can more easily take deep breaths. And this is more efficient than like this. Your diaphragm is working to get oxygen in the body, but it needs a lot of oxygen itself. Not good. And actually, to get this control over the diaphragm, you can do whatever. The aerofit is very good and motivating, but it's also good to just do some meditation, go on YouTube, do some box breathing, some things like that. Gives you a nice and good control over the diaphragm.
Only 8 left in the C group front. Why is there a front group for C?
Yeah, because we are over the, I think average we're just into the zone that we want to be in, and we're not in front.
I'm below 3, yeah? But I'm sitting in the back the whole time, so my watts are really low.
So Rachel, that's a good question indeed. I think what I noticed, like what I said, power breath is more advanced. You can fine-tune the resistance to a very small percentage. And then maybe if you want to build up and start with breathing training, this is better. But what I noticed, if you do breath training, in the first month, or maybe 2 months, you gain magnificent gains, really incredible. But then after 2 months, it looks like you're on the max, and I can tell, because I started my breath training in 2015, and I made a magnificent gain in the first 2 months, but
still at the
I
same
didn't
level.
make any gain ever since. But I noticed once I had a hard crash and I had a fracture in my neck, so I was not allowed to do breath training, and straight away I lost all my gains, was back to 0. And then in a few weeks got it back up to my previous level and just holding it there. But actually it's not so important to really work with the right resistance. Once you're at your top level, just keep on triggering it in any kind of way. And Aerofit is just more fun with the application. That's my advice. And also, you know, I have this breathing mask that I sometimes use on the rollers. That's my breathing mask.
It's like the guy from Batman, Bane. When you now say, let the games begin.
So doing this is also just an alternative training for your breathing muscles, but this can be an important one, especially when you want to time trial, or when I want to get away in a road race. I tend to ride like this, and it's not so easy to breathe. Pants on. We just have some regular fans. We're riding easy, so I don't know. Jetkin has an old one. It's on full power. I have a bigger one. It's only on the lowest power.
Yeah, because
Where-
my girlfriend stole mine.
Wow, just what would be the price of a good fan?
50
40.
euros.
Yeah, about 50 euros. We have a very big one,
It's useless.
but it's extremely loud and it's not really pointing at you, you know, it's not really a strong force of air.
I think it's actually made to like make air circulation when you're painting or something, that the paint dries out quicker.
Yeah, actually, we get this thing out of the way. It's fucking useless. It's been there for 2 years, not used ever since. We used it once when I did a race.
The
What was
worlds,
it?
worlds, I think.
No,
Worlds on
no,
Zwift.
no. It was with the
The Beneliga.
Beneliga race, and I wanted to do it good. We opened a big window behind us, which you can't see at the moment because we have the green screen, you know. It looks like we're in Zwift. But actually we're in a normal room, we're not really into Zwift. And that's what we're doing with the green screen. We opened the big window and get massive fans blowing from the back, but it was freezing outside. So, you know, on Zwift, when you go down, you have to stop pedaling to do an aero tuck, and my calves were just like ice cubes.
Freezing up.
This was not at all beneficial. Normal fans, we're fine with that. We're in a basement, like some kind of a basement.
It's,
Temperature.
19 degrees right now, but at the computer, so maybe the computer is giving off some heat.
Yeah, but it's really steady here. I think the coldest I've seen in here is about 17.
12.
I have 12 when I'm away,
When you are in Spain.
but also in summer it's like 22, I think.
Yeah.
I thought about getting aircon in here, but you know, aircon is it's not good for the environment, so that's why we didn't do that. And also because it's just not needed, and it's expensive.
I see on Zwift that everyone is discussing the World Cup. Victor, you know, you're playing a soccer tournament in Qatar right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What?
You know that.
Yeah, I
the
know.
The World Cup is going on.
Because the team had like this team days, which I'm very sad that I couldn't be there because I was ill, and it would be very stupid to get ill persons to team building and get a whole team ill. And then I saw the pictures getting online this morning. They did some very nice things like some real wall climbing and some kayaking and some survival stuff. You know, so things like that you always dream of as a kid. Reizen om de wereld, but in real life. But they also did one thing that I was very...
The floor is lava.
Floor is lava. But they also did one thing that I was very, very happy about, that I was not there. And that's that they watched together a soccer game. I guess Belgium was playing because they all dressed up like fools, looking like Belgian flags.
Belgium, Canada, I think.
Road to Glory, that's our man.
That's our.
Hey, how do you like the setup? We still need to improve it. First thing I want is I need like an image to get around Jeff's power field, to get it with nice round corners, and then
And also that it sticks there.
there's what?
That it sticks there when you reset the when you reboot
yeah,
the
yeah.
computer.
But that's technical. Let's go get in touch about that with Simon in person.
But they're also talking on the. That's why I started with it. They're just talking about the World Cup the whole time on Zwift.
Ah, but you're following this thing.
Me?
Yeah.
No, man. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
About soccer, eh?
That's a good one. I don't know anything about soccer.
Once, a long time ago, when Jeffco was still a pro, it's like, you know,
5
not a
years
song,
ago.
but it rhymes, you know.
Yeah.
Long time ago, when Jeffco was still a pro, not at all as strong as he was now. If Jeffco would be a pro now, I don't say he would win races, but he would be there to ride us around in Flanders fields when the poppies blow, and he would be the perfect guide. But Nicolas Maas is not seeing this.
No. Nico, come on. If you're watching this, you have to see it, eh?
I can name 5 Belgian players. I think I can. Eden Hazard, Thibaut Courtois, this one with Kevin De Bruyne. Okay, can we say company or is he the bondscoach?
No, he's not even bondscoach.
Is he still playing?
No.
Rousseau?
What?
Or
The who now?
I thought Rousseau, but maybe he's a tennis player.
Ah, maybe the one of the Bueno.
Ah, Lukaku! Is he still around?
Yeah, still around 4 players already for Victor. One more to go.
Come on, help me out. It's so funny sometimes when you're all around the world, people talk to you. I recently was in Thailand, and people in Thailand only know Belgium from their national soccer team. No, Thomas, you're totally wrong. Belgium winter means Zwift racing, brown sugar. Isn't that crack?
No, it's heroin. It's the poor people's drugs.
And we can know because we know somebody that knows.
We used to know somebody who knows. Hey, but why is everyone attacking again? I'm I'm close to Victor. Oh yeah, you just passed me. And I'm all in the back of the bunch, eh? What the hell?
Hey, is Simon still here or?
Road to glory.
Simon says. Hey, did you see the profiles that Simon
Yeah,
made for us?
very cool.
I just need to figure out how to get it working. Yeah, let's see how to get this thing going. So Tuesday is this race. Will be properly hard. Different categories. This time Jeff and me will be in category A.
Yeah, we cannot be in B. They kick us out if we're in B.
Probably I can be in B.
Nope.
Why not?
Because you have the
Because
The
Simon
pros-
says
the-
or what?
Simon says because you have the pro jersey.
Ah. Guys are taking off again. Eh?
Hey guys,
Hey.
tell them to take it easy. You are race lead.
Okay.
You are the guy from Formula 1. Massey.
It's not like that. Eh? It should be like that I have a fence behind me.
But you can just say like safety car, and then everyone has to stay behind you. You will need to. I think it was maybe the last time already on this hill. No?
I don't know.
How long is one lap? Do you want a fence to keep everyone together next week? Oh, Dave, actually you are race control, eh?
Hey Dave.
You are race control, eh? You're the Formula One guy behind the buttons.
Dave, actually, for us it's all the same. We just stick to our pace. We're doing our workout, but we see people complaining about the speed. But in my opinion, when I do a ride with a fence, it can be very annoying. But if you think people would prefer this to keep it together, let's do it. We'll listen to you and what Simon says. Jeff Teugels is again here.
Jeff Teugels! I'm dropped, eh? Fuck.
So strange. Why are you dropped?
Because I wasn't on the wheels to begin with, eh? Godverdomme.
Dave, you have some suggestions for the stream, what we can do better? How do we get people on the stream? That's what we're wondering about, you know. We're sharing our lives on the stream, but people don't seem to know we're doing that. Or people don't seem to care. How many are there?
On the stream?
Yeah.
We're hovering around 50 the whole time.
50. Actually, it's not bad, eh? 50 people watching us.
And it's always the same. It's like sometimes it's 60, sometimes it's 45.
Talks, moan anyway. That's true, we call it in Dutch azijnpissers. I don't want to say that out azijnpissers in this race, or in this ride. But that's just what we call people that moan.
Victor knows I'm dropped, so he's riding on the front.
Hey Rachel, true, but you know, chatting in the race or in the game is so hard. And it's for male persons very difficult to do two things at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, zeker, Mitch. And then we always ask if we meet someone like that, we always ask, doesn't that hurt on your plassertje if you're pissing azijn?
Jeff Teugels, you have Discord? If you have Discord, you can just come on the chat, get in the chat with us. Also,
we have, on Discord we have already 3 guys. Alfred, Miguel, Seppe, okay, and myself, it's 4.
Should I join? Do you have extra persons?
Yeah, maybe. Next week we figure out how to get the Discord thing on audio and everything.
How many pro teams did I have? I think 4. 4 pro teams.
Victor changes teams like he changes underwear.
It's not true, eh? Sometimes I take back my old underwear.
He just turns it inside out and he puts it on again.
It's actually true, eh? So, I've been in Top Sport Vlaanderen. 1 year I was there with Jeffrey. I've been to Lotto Jumbo.
Not with Jeffrey.
Not with Jeffrey. But I was there with Primoz Roglic, special guy. Learned a lot of Primoz Roglic. And then I went to Lotto Soudal and I became the world record holder. And then I went to MTT Cycling, which was Quebec Cycling, which was a very nice project, but not so stable. So I decided to go back to my previous law, turn the underpants inside out, get it back on. Maybe there was a brown spot at the outside over that underwear, but we washed it away. And this year we're there with new clean underwear. Lotto Soudal will rock your world. Better stay tuned, because we will win a Flanders race. I say we, but I mean I.
One team, one Victor. That's some good suggestions from Simon. Put the live stream link into the chat, the Zwift chat.
Yes, but can they click on it?
I think so. And if they can't, they just know it's there. And then also that's one for Dave. Dave, put the link. Put the link of the event. Of the stream.
Hey,
In Zwift Power, eh? Yeah.
but Seppi messed up, eh?
Yeah.
Can you go on my socials?
No, I didn't go on your socials yet.
Oh no, you didn't mess up.
Okay, sorry Seppe. But we've established this morning that a big line of our communication is that we just say, hey, you did this, eh? And you didn't do that. And that's in the end, it turns out we did everything we had to do, but we just want to blame each other for things that did or did not happen. Life is easier when you blame someone.
Maybe we should make a. Can you do that? Make a link that is also more easy to read. Because
A short link.
yes, I don't think people can read this link. Or they can read it, but they didn't. I don't think they can copy it.
Just keep spamming it. Just keep spamming it. So we are doing Magnificent 8, I think, on the right. So I want to know Magnificent 8 Swift.
But the Discord link, I think it's on my socials.
Yeah, it's on your socials, but it's not, not
But
working
we're
good
not
yet.
really onto the Discord.
We can go to Tiny Link. Apparently there's a website called Tiny Link. So length is 28 kilometers. So the finish will be 1 kilometer back from where we are now. So somewhere at the turnaround point of the flats. How do you say it?
Yeah, I'm still king of the Sigarenberg. That's true. Guess who gave me a lead out for that? Check.
First COVID lockdown.
We did it.
It was really fun, eh? First COVID lockdown. For us, we didn't even know that the situation was so severe because we weren't watching the news. And when we went to the supermarket,
Yeah, that's lockdown, eh? You should be locked down.
yeah, and then also we were eating
Out of cans.
the
Foodmaker.
food maker. We were eating food maker, so we weren't going to the store. And then one day we were training because I lived with Victor for a while, and we were training, and we wanted to stop to have some drinks because it was really good weather in the lockdown. So we went at the, I don't know, like an OK or a Lidl or whatever supermarket, and we went in there, and I came out and I'm to Victor like, guy, man, this situation is, it's serious, eh? Everyone's wearing face masks and protective gear and all of that shit, all of that stuff, and that was the first time. I think we were already 2 months into the lockdown. The first time we realized, like, okay, this could be quite serious.
Hey, but then you remember this time with this silly agent, police officer. You know, we went and we had a good ride, hard, long ride. First we did some intervals and then we just kept on going without eating.
Oh yeah.
Very stupid. but still
Oh, that
doing-
was not good.
And then we had some ice creams, and we wanted to go out and sit down on this bench. Do you say bench?
Yeah, bench, yeah.
We want to sit down on this bench to eat this ice cream. Police officer comes around and he says, "You can't sit on this bench." it's not allowed. So we go and sit on the ground and we say, is this allowed? And he says, no problem. This is, in my opinion, how COVID really got into us.
Yeah.
We just should do like we do now. Nobody should care. It's just a virus, you know.
Yeah, it's just a seasonal thing, you know. It's always gonna come back around this time of the year, and as long as it's under control, it's all good. But it's a how do you say it? A hard topic to talk about with if there's only 60 people watching now, but I think if there were like 1,000 people watching, oh man, you get so much shit now.
Yeah, but you know, in a way, is for sure for older people and less strong people, the vaccines have changed a lot. You know, you can get COVID now without even getting ill. I'm quite sure this is because the vaccines, they at least give us something. But the best vaccine for a young and healthy person, I'm quite sure about the fact that it's just really getting COVID once.
Or twice. Or 3 times. Yeah, Road to Glory. Our channel name is already youtube.com/@Voxnor.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, it's not.
I already did that.
Then they can just go to our channel and go to live, you know. We are dumb people. Let's do it like that.
So, do you know before the classic starts that you're gonna have a good race? Because Victor is busy, really busy, doing the to type, and he cannot do 2 things at once. But I know the answer actually, because Victor and his coach, they've been working together for 13 years, 14 years, 15 years, something. Long time. And Victor is a bit like a Formula 1 car. And Kurt is a bit like an engineer. And he can set the car up just right, at the right moment. And I think if everything goes to plan and there's no illnesses and no structural damage on the body, so Victor can just train as he wants to train, he's gonna be ready always.
I'll be ready. But we also know, you know, Jeffke says a Ferrari, I say a Fiat Panda. You know, if you have a Fiat Panda
and you chip it,
and you put it at 10,000 revolutions per minute, it might break down, but as long as it's not breaking down, it's going quite fast, eh? But we are able to make this engine go at 10,000 revolutions for, let's say, 2 weeks of time. And in those 2 weeks, this Fiat Panda is going faster than all these BMWs that are stuck at 2,500 revolutions per minute. So I know I'm not a big engine, but I can get everything out of it.
it's engine.
Engine. Is that a joke or?
Yeah, it's a joke.
So I
know.
can get everything out of my small engine, and also I really want it. Sometimes when I see a race afterwards on television, or when I see some pictures, I think, why am I suffering so hard? And the others are there like, lips closed.
Because you're faking.
Nose breathing. Okay, sometimes I fake I'm suffering, because people know I suffer. But I'm quite sure there are people that can suffer as much as I do, but not so many. I think there are more cyclists in the peloton that can handle less pain than me, than that there are that can handle the same amount of pain. And this is one of my advantages, you know. I'm more over my limit than the other riders I'm riding with, but I'm there. You know, if you're not over your limit, you're still in control, but you're dropped, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do with all that?
So maybe best example, for sure, all the Belgian people in this chat are thinking about this example already. For this day, when I was in the break with Rempo, I was in the break with Rempo, he attacked, and it was brutal. Really, really brutal. A lot of good riders here, Tour of Belgium, a lot of riders trying to follow Remco, a lot of riders
not trying to follow Remco.
A lot of riders trying to win, prepare the Tour de France. Strong field. Some riders, they don't even try because they are scared. They lose in advance. If Remco is going and you're not trying to follow, good luck, but better stay at home next time. And others, they try, but they can't handle the pain. They can't handle the lactate to cope with, because Remco is on another level. I have a smaller engine, but I want to try and sit in his wheels. So I managed to sit in his wheels, but because I went to probably a lactate that's over 20, no joke. Sometimes when I do my intervals on training, my lactate device is not able to just measure my lactate, so it's very high. It just says high. But you know, Remco keeps this pace and he's like getting you with the throat, like this.
Like he did with Lutsenko in Worlds, eh?
Yes, indeed. And you're not able to breathe. And the lactate is still there. And you cannot wash away the lactate because you're just totally at your limit. And guys in the peloton, you know, they recovered from the effort they did. Didn't succeed to hang on with Remco, but they recovered. They're talking, they think, make up a new plan. But it's Remco Evenepoel. Remco Evenepoel. There's no way.
He will zak door het ijs.
What?
There's no way he will zak door het ijs.
Yeah. There's no way you will bridge to Remco. If he goes, you stick there. You stick with him. I was there in it to win it. He's putting me under pressure, asking me to take pulls. First of all, I can't take pulls. Second of all, I won't take pulls because I want to kick his ass. So I sit on, but he just is destroying me. 3 Ks to go. I'm cramping. I'm cramping all over my body. And I just have to stop to get the cramps out of my body because I would crash with going uphill, but I have cramps all over my legs. So I can't do one single pedal stroke extra. So I have to get off the bike. The chasing peloton passes me. So I end up with nothing, but I went all in for the win because I tried to deal with this terrible pain. This was a long story.
Yeah, group is dropping you, man.
So my lesson that I learned that day, if Remco goes, don't try to follow. Only if you're ready in the coconuts. Because it will be brutal. You know, it's real life cycling. You know these guys that race on Zwift and they are dropping, they're struggling, and they fake like a power disconnect, or they shut down their computer, something like that. Real life cycling. You have the camera on your back, people are watching at the side of the road.
We have the camera on the front now, eh?
True, but still, we can fake like a power failure, something like that.
Tuk tuk. Tuk tuk. No tuk.
People are tucking. I don't try to tuck because it's just a training. I want to get a steady power output.
I need to recover as much as possible. That's, yeah.
The story with the broken teeth was also a nice story, except for Tish Menot that always chased down every single move I did. Thank you, Tish. But I have to be honest, if he attacked, I would chase him down immediately. Because you want to win yourself, you don't want your opponent to win, but for sure you don't want your friend to win. That's how cycling is done.
How do you compare indoor hours with outdoor hours? Just multiply it by 2.
Wait, can you repeat what the problem is with my microphone? Is there a problem with my microphone, or did it recover itself? Or maybe it's your internet connection.
Probably.
Hours.
You can still hear me talking and Victor not anymore, so it's probably your internet connection.
So what did you say about indoor hours?
Indoor hours versus outdoor hours.
Multiplied by 150%. Easy answer to your question. So if you do 2 hours, you can count it as 3 hours. If you do 4 hours, you can count it as 6. Quick math. You hear me twice.
What?
Wait.
Hey, now you don't hear me at all, probably.
So this is something Road to Glory has to fix. Help us with our mic setups. Echo. Maybe we just need one mic, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
One mic in the middle.
In the middle. Give me the mic, and then we put it on surround recording.
And just put it high enough that it's not capturing the chain and the wind.
It has to come from the ceiling, maybe. Just drill some holes in the ceiling.
But I think now you hear me well, as I'm not mistaken, but you won't hear Jeffke that well.
I don't know. Maybe give us a rating out of 10 right now what you hear. So Victor's not talking, I'm talking. I'm talking. It's 20 seconds behind, so I have to talk for 20 seconds. Okay. You wait for the feedback or we answer the question? It's better. Jeff's mic is off, hearing him from a distance. Yeah, that's what I did there. That's what I did there.
So, problem is like the 2 mics are not always synchronized. It's quite strange that sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Yes, but my fan is in between me and the screen at the moment. But okay, we'll fix this. We'll fix this. All this talking gets me a hunger flat.
I saw you. You were not drinking a lot.
Matt, 6.5 for Jeff, and my sound is then
Good enough.
8 on 10. Is my sound 8 on 10? Am I close enough to the mic right now? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3.
I'm disqualified.
You are disqualified.
I'm disqualified. Someone is saying I'm disqualified.
Huh. On Discord.
No, on chat here. It's,
Victor is 10. Try your mic one more time.
Give me the mic.
You can't do that.
No, doesn't work.
I think it's because you have to control it in OBS.
Okay.
So if I get very close to the mic,
You need an external sound card. Marcin, I can tell you the kind of equipment we have here is we cannot put anything else.
yeah, but I think
It's finished.
yeah, but makes sense what he says, eh? Also, then we have a USB port extra because we're running out of USB ports. You know, we have the Bluetooth dongle, we have the dongle for the keyboard, we have the camera link to get Jeff's watch displayed, we have a USB stick that can be out, but we need it sometimes to upload visuals easily. We have two Yetis connected. We have a stream deck connected, and then we have two webcams connected. So we have quite a lot of USB ports used.
And we tried it. We tried to do this with a MacBook Air. Didn't work. Now we have a GeForce RTX. GeForce. The group is speeding up, eh? Because you are riding the same watts, I think.
I'm over 3 watts per kilogram, and
You used to be in the
I'm
front.
close to 100 flat.
Regarding the outdoor versus indoor 150% rule, is it for training stress and or performance?
That's a very difficult question because what do you think is training stress and what do you think is training performance? I would say training stress is the only thing you want to be looking at if you're asking this question. How do you compare indoor with outdoor training? You want to know how much you have to do indoor to level with your outdoor trainings. But it's a difficult question. I would say multiply with 150%, but go with the feel a little bit. The strange thing is like riding 4 hours on Zwift will get you down on your knees and it will keep you there permanently. But
It's not how hard you can get hit.
it's about
No,
it
it's
is
not
about
fucked it up.
but you know, your TSS score will always be very low if you ride on Zwift compared to outside. Don't you think so, Jeff?
Because outside you have more the peaks and the dalen,
Yeah.
and your normalized power is always going to be much higher outside than it is inside. Only if you're doing a specific workout. I think on Zwift.
But still, I think the workout would rate higher TSS scores when you do it outside. If you have good conditions outside.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
Not sure. Yeah, maybe because you're also maybe you're a bit more enthusiastic during the warm-up, which will already bring your normalized power up. Yeah.
Yes,
Maybe
but
you're less how you say it, less disciplined with your training than when you do it inside.
But
I
you know,
think if you do-
TSS is a nice thing, and you know, it gives you a nice graph. But I can tell you, my races that I'm performing well at are rarely with the best performance management chart. What I see is often I'm performing the best with only a CTL chronic training load of about 100 and a form of about -5. or +5, sorry. While sometimes I have like a CTL of 150 with a form of +5, but still I perform better with less load. Wouldn't make any sense at all if you're not using common sense. But if you use common sense, it's about listening to the body, you know. How could 5 hours on Zwift be less hard than 5 hours outside with easy riding? Just use the coconut and try to think about what you are actually doing.
Yeah, I think that's true, and also, you know, it's TSS is calculated with the relative effort compared with your FTP, and okay, your FTP is more or less a number that doesn't vary too much. Okay, it varies a lot during the build-up. It doesn't vary much like in between days, but still, if you're on a good day, you can maybe do 20 watts more or 10 watts more, and then your relative effort is also wrong. So
yes, indeed.
it's like you say, just use your brain, or don't use your brain too much. Listen to your body, because maybe TSS is using your brain, and using a bit less TSS is listening to your body.
Yeah, I think now it's echoing. If you look to the sound bars, but let's see what they say.
You can answer a question from Thomas.
Yes, the question. I wanted to say something extra about FTP. You know, if you want to have your best possible TSS scores, you should do a FTP test every 2 weeks.
Oh.
But you know, this FTP test is quite an effort.
Yeah.
Quite invasive on your training schedule.
Impossible,
and in 2 weeks' time, you only want 4 serious hard workouts. If you already take away one of the workouts to calculate your TSS, and this workout might have another outcome or effect on your performance level than you actually want, what are you then doing? Just use common sense. My FTP is set at 380 watts at all times. It's set at 380 at altitude. It's set at 380 at this moment, and it's set at 380 when I'm at the highest possible shape I've ever had. Is that correct? No, but I think it's even less correct to just estimate what your FTP would be.
No attacking. No attacking. This guy is attacking.
So, yeah, vegan, vegetarian diet. I think eating vegan is good for your digestion. I think, at least I have the feeling when I eat vegan that I'm less bloated than when I eat animal products. And this is why I think it's performance enhancing for me to eat vegan. But what I want to say, if you're not really taking care of your food and you're just eating, I would prefer, or I would say, don't go vegan, because if you go vegan, you have to think about your proteins. You need to combine proteins to get your essential amino acids. That's the easy thing with meat or animal products. All the protein in animal products contain all the essential amino acids. It's just more easy. But I think everybody that ever had a whey protein shake know when you have too much, you're gassy. And I often had that. I never had that with vegan protein. But then also you need to supplement it with BCAAs, Uh, Our BCAAs healthy, they are synthetically made, so they are not animal products. But you know, vegan shakes that have all the essential amino acids are rare and expensive. So, easy way is just don't eat vegan, but eat like anyone would do. But next to that, I think it's good for the environment to sometimes skip meat.
Hummus for the win, yeah, it's true.
But like, what's
Broodje.
interesting,
Broodje
we have
hummus.
Arno de Lee, and they have cows at home. They have a farm full of cows. And next to the cows, they have all this corn. So they have
Building
as
corn
much-
for the cows.
as much place for corn as for cows, because the cows have to eat corn. And then they're gassy and they're destroying the planet. Why wouldn't we eat the corn? I think that's more easy. Don't you think so, Jeff?
Yeah, it's easier, and you know how does the cow make the protein?
Yeah.
Cow makes the protein from the food, eh? So just eat the cow's food instead of eating the cow.
Yeah, but what's interesting is corn has a lot of leucine, which is one of the most important amino acids for recovery. But it doesn't have all the important amino acids. Where does the cow get the other amino acids? I don't know.
And that's a really hard question, eh?
What I learned is
They-
that animals can't make amino acids themselves. They can build a protein if they have all the amino acids, but they can't make amino acids themselves because they always take it from down in the food pyramid. If it's an animal that eats meat, one step down, maybe there's an animal that eats plants. Always some kind of way they get their amino acids from plants, plant-based.
Are you? I know you're like a soft vegan. Are you with it? Also in it for the philosophy, or you just?
So I started being vegan because I think it's performance enhancing for me. But by being vegan, I see the environmental benefits of it. But that's why I think I should stay more or less vegan. And it would be good that maybe in 100 years from now, the whole world is vegan, and that in a shorter notice, meat is getting a luxury product. That should be already the case, but it isn't.
Hey, go easy, you guys.
Hey. Chance, you cannot see my heart rate, eh?
Tell them to go easy, eh?
Yeah, but they smell the finish.
Yeah, but I smell ammoniac from my hongerklop. You know when you have a hongerklop and you smell like ammoniac?
Right? Not working.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, 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 no. Only one session per week in the winter? You only ride one time. Oh. I think that's easy. Just
I would just go long and easy.
really? Huh. No. If you want to, if you want the health benefit, so being the most healthy, I would also say go long and easy. But if you only have time once a week, long will be 1 or
But when it's a Sunday,
1 or 2 hours.
when it's a Sunday ride, if you're from Belgium, go for a Sunday ride, 100k, and sprint on every bridge. Go easy for the rest. What do you think about that, Jeff?
Yeah, that's maybe better. I think I'd focus more on efficiency. Just get your body as efficient as possible,
Anyways,
not working on the capacity.
You're working on efficiency when you have not a lot of endurance and you do a sprint. You know, afterwards your body has to work then so hard to get the lactate away. You know what I want to say?
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. It's a different approach. It's also, you know, that one ride you are doing, are you doing it when you are fresh? Or did you have 10 or 15 beers the night before? It's also, I think, important to know before you can give some meaningful advice.
Yeah. Also, I would say, if you do one ride a week, you're working out once a week, make sure you're just having fun. This will motivate you.
Probably the best. That's probably the best advice. Yeah.
This way, you will look forward to it, and you stay motivated. You do it every week. Maybe you will get that excited that you set up your trainer and hop on a Zwift ride at night, or maybe before work. So many people go to the pool 7 o'clock in the morning to swim before they're going to work. I think that's very healthy, but going for the run or going for the Zwift ride will save you a lot of time.
We also try to do it on Tuesday and Thursday. And by we, I mean Alexia and I. Alexia's saying she just went outside and she wants the best way to clean her waxed chain. What's the best way to clean your waxed chain if you just did an outside ride? Oh damn, I'm dropped again.
Hey Alexia, I think the best way is ask Jeff. He will get it fixed for you. Hey,
That's
shit. So Jeff will probably get it fixed for you. If Jeff is not there, and I'm not around, you should get a microfiber towel. Get a clean one, a big one, because you don't want
the
to
new ones we got from the macro.
get it around your chain and spin it. When the fiber towel is getting very dirty, get another spot and spin it. Just go like this. Don't get a dirty microfiber towel on your chain. And when it's more or less clean, you can just drop it in your wax spot and get it re-waxed.
The wax pot is it's in the rekje in the garage where the wine is.
So you need to be able to undo your quick link. It's not that hard.
Never mind.
But you know, wax chains, they make you maintain your bike very easy, but you need to learn some basic skills first. It's not hard, but learn those basic skills. Actually, it's just
It's right on. Can you write it?
When do I usually wake up in off season? I would say 8 is the average. Most of the time I get up more early because my girlfriend is getting up to get to work, and then I join her for a small breakfast. Alexia loves to sit up.
See you next week, everyone. We're almost at the finish line. Let's see what we ended at. I ended below 3 on average, so I think that's good. No complaints. No complaints are possible. Maybe we went a bit too fast in the start, but that's not on us.
We just try to hang on with the group. We're dropped now, or at least I'm dropped.
I'm dropped also, you're just in front of me, so no problem. We can...
People getting excited for the final stretch. If there's anything you want to change at the setup, just let us know in the comments.
Drop in the comments.
You can get on Zwift and comment on our rides. Do whatever you like. You can comment on Strava. Send me a personal message on Instagram. Less likely that I will answer, but I will try whatever I can.
You can also try Le Boy Coq.
Yeah. Oh, we're done.
Another 100k in the back, 3 watts per kilo for you. Let's see, for me, I'm at 2.9.
But I didn't even stop pedaling in the downhills, so please.
But everyone is at about 3, you know, so.
Yeah. So, as said, we're at the upper boundary. But nothing too crazy. So Jeff is gone. This was it for the ride. We have 2 more minutes to go, or I have 2 more minutes to go. Maybe Jeff jumps back on. So I keep on riding just a little bit, very easy. Happy with the ride I did. As I said, I've been ill this week. This is startup, so be there. Next week on Saturday we're back. Next week on Tuesday we have a race. Less chatting in the race, less talking, more suffering. See a lot of pain faces. We will try to get some music on. We'll try to get some music during our ride. So okay, let's see what we can make out of this. So we are using 4% of the power of the PC.
4% of the power. Oh yeah, 4% of the mic. That's not a lot. You're still streaming? Why did I hop back on? I'm ready. Ready to quit.
So 40 more seconds.
I was riding long before Victor started to ride, so.
Yeah. The full 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, full 10 minutes. Yeah.
So
I was super motivated for today.
Jeff is allowed to stop. I think I'm also allowed to stop.
See you around, people of YouTube.
So, as you can see, spot on 3 watts per kilogram. Good ride, as you can see, also very steady.
Kijk, kijk. Kijk, kijk.
Die magneet op je schoenen.
Kijk, kijk, kijk. Naar deze scherm, kun je dat scherm?
Ja, ja.
Even.
Jeff likes the smell of his food. How steady is this ride? Oh, you got to love it. You see some zone 2, mostly just zone 1. Or no, it's zone 1. Zone 1 is blue. So mostly not even in the zone. Okay. Of course I'm going to save this. So, bye people.